I'm gonna sit and edit my video for an hour. And then I have to get ready for work. I've broke out 2 spots. And they're quite like red, as you can see. Still in a bit of pain. Hot balls on the stomach, but nothing too severe, thankfully. But yeah, I'm just gonna edit for an hour and then I have to get ready for work. I ended up swapping my shift with someone. So my shift was a 12:11. Hers was a 12:3, 5 close. So we close at midnight. So we normally finish around basically I'll finish around like 12:30, 1. So it's basically the same amount of hours, except for my shift was obviously just like straight through and I just finished at 11, whereas her shift is like the same amount of hours but finishing 2 hours later than me, but having a 2-hour gap in the middle. So I have come home because I don't live far from my work, so I've come home. I've just had my tuna pasta that I made earlier that I like took to work with me to eat, so I've just ate that and I'm just gonna make myself a cup of tea and I'm gonna edit my video. I've also got Harry Potter on. My lips are really sore as well, but I'm just gonna, I think, make myself a cup of tea and edit for the next hour before I need to go back to work. But I'm studying early tomorrow, so I'm probably gonna be tired, but I obviously lost out on hours yesterday, so I don't want to lose out on any more. I feel better than I did last night, but I don't feel good. I'm kind of in that middle ground where, yeah, I'm not 100% better than I was yesterday, but I'm also not curled up in a ball in pain yesterday like I was yesterday. So yeah, I just had some pasta and now I'm gonna have a cup of tea. I'm just sat by my radio because I'm a little bit cold at the moment. Anyway, let's stop procrastinating and let's get some editing done at least. Oh, my sister got me a candle. My sister went food shopping and she was like, oh, is there anything you want? And I was like, can you get me a candle? Because I don't have like a full, like a big candle. I had a red one, but it burnt out. And she was like, what kind of candle? And I was like, anything sweet or like Christmassy. And she got me one called gingerbread. This is literally the perfect Christmas candle. This is really nice. This is really cute as well. It's got a little gingerbread man. There's you. It's got a little gingerbread man on the top of it. Oh my god. It smells like gingerbread. Smashing. That's great. I didn't remind her, so I wondered whether I thought there was a chance she'd probably forget because I didn't remind her about it, but I got a little candle, which is great to make my room extra cozy. We need to get some work done because obviously I was finishing at 11 originally, so the plan was to do this when I got home. So we're gonna do it now because I'm not gonna be getting home until later. I'm watching Harry Potter, so I have to have a Harry Potter mug. This is my Harry Potter mug. I'm a Slytherin. I got my sister this one from Edinburgh. She's a Hufflepuff. And then I also have this one, which is the Deathly Hallows, which the Deathly Hallows mug's quite big, so I tend to use it for that's because I've just boiled the kettle. I tend to use the Deathly Hallows mug for like hot chocolates because it's quite big, so it has space for like hot chocolate and marshmallows. Like, look at my lips. What the fuck is going on? And my skin in general. I mean, I'm on my period, so like it is very much to be expected, but like also, like, can we not? And then my sister's bought some like thick chunky cookies, so I'm gonna have those. I'm like a tea brewer. Like, I leave my tea to brew for like a good little while. I'm not a put the tea bag in and take it out kind of gal. Like, it's gotta have some time. Got the second Harry Potter on because I finished watching the first Harry Potter, this morning. I think work's gonna be quite busy tonight. We've got a party on, but because I feel like shit, I got to work and my manager was like, how are we feeling? I was 15 minutes late. I just want to put that out there. And then he was like, how are we feeling today? And I was like, And he was like, meh. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, I feel better than I did yesterday, hence why I'm here. But I don't feel good. I've taken some more tablets though, and I feel like they're kicking in a bit. I hope the pain kind of, I'm trying not to have too much caffeine because I have read that too much caffeine can actually make like period pains worse. So I've had one coffee and I thought about getting a Monster, but then I was like, one, that's a lot of caffeine, and two, that amount of carbonation is probably not gonna make me feel better at all. So I feel like a tea does have caffeine in, but not as much as coffee. Well, technically tea has more caffeine in, but because it's so diluted, when you make an actual cup of tea versus a cup of coffee, you end up with less caffeine. But if you took 100 grams of like pure coffee and 100 grams of pure tea, there would be more caffeine in the tea. But I do a lot of parties, events at work. Like I do the bar for a lot of parties. But I'm on the floor today. I wasn't really on the floor this morning, but I am on the floor. So my manager said that he's putting somebody else on the bar upstairs. He said to me, he's like, I'm not putting you up there, don't worry. Which I think is great because I'm already in pain. Like I don't also need to be cold and on my own and sad upstairs. So I do really appreciate it. But it is currently 10 to 4. I have to be back at work for 5. But I don't have to find parking when I go back because I can just park across the road because it's free from 6. So I'll happily pay for an hour. Oh fuck, I just spilled that. So I've got like an hour's worth of time now to do this. So I'm gonna try and get as much done as I can. And we're gonna pop Harry Potter back on. It's just pure comfort. I'm home. I got home about 1:30. I've had a bowl of about 20 past. I've got changed. I have lit the candle my sister got me, and I am just sat. I had a bowl of cereal. Look at my lips though. Not too sure what's going on there, so I'm gonna put my ointment on overnight. But I'm watching Steph's vlogmas day 13, and I really need to edit my vlogmas day 13, but I don't want to. I just want to watch this and be cozy, but I need to edit my vlogmas day. It's hard sometimes, I feel like, to have the motivation to do this when it's not your job, but then it's also like, well, you have to put the work in to make it your job, because you never know, that next video you post could be the one that blows up. I've got work in the morning. I think I already explained this, but I switched shifts with someone. So I was on a close, and she was like, we can swap shifts on Sunday as well, so you don't have to go in at 10, you can come in at 12 and do a close and do a close. And I was like, honestly, I'll just do my normal shift on Sunday. I was like, I know I've got to be in at 10, so I've got to get up at like 8, but I was like, it's fine. Like, I'd rather just be tired, obviously, because I didn't go in on Friday. I've lost like, what, an 8-hour shift. I don't really want to lose any more hours. I'm gonna edit, and I will see you in the morning for the second half of this video. Good night. See you in the morning. Morning. It is currently 20 past 9. I've got a coffee. I've got Steph's vlogmas 13 on. I didn't finish editing my video last night. I fell asleep while doing it, but I have work today at 10, so it's 9:30 now. I genuinely don't know what's going on with my lips because I've put like my ointment and they still look blotchy as fuck, so I don't know what's happening there. But I'm just gonna sort out my hair and get ready for work.
pretty much a summation. Just use a rolling pin like a real adult. Goblet of fire. This is where Robert Pattinson comes in.
Okay, my camera's flashing at me, so I'm gonna go to work. Bye. I'm not sure how well you can see me, but I basically finished work and I'm going to Jack's. It's like 7 o'clock, so I'm not gonna get to there till like 8. And he texted me saying that he hasn't got much food, so I went to the shop. I got some milk. I mean, I have a bag of food literally right next to me because I don't like it. I've realised I don't like taking too little options, and like I've got milk, but it doesn't feel like there's much milk in there, so I don't want to be like, oh, I want a cup of tea. Oh wait, I don't really have enough milk to have another cup of tea, so I'm not gonna have a cup of tea. Like, I'd rather just have the stuff. And like, I've got 2 bagels, I've got some granola, some fruit, some like, I've got a Pepsi Max, but also I bought Yorkshire tea just because I really want to have a cozy day tomorrow, and cozy day entails like you need to have tea to have a cozy day, in my opinion. And I don't really like the tea at the house, and I was gonna just like take a few tea bags with me, then again that's limiting myself, and also I could just leave them there. And then for dinner, I'm not really in the mood for anything major, so I've just got some wicked spinach and wild garlic ravioli, vegan ravioli, and then some green beans and tender stem broccoli medley, because I'm kind of in the mood for just something plain and like on the healthier side. So I'm gonna start driving now. It takes me about an hour, and I hate the drive because it's all country lanes with cars whose lights are way too bright. But what time is it? I've delayed it so already, and I'm gonna get there late. Like, so I need to get going.